everyone, it's Lindsey from the blog Books for Christian Girls, and today I'm going to be talking about more of my favorite books. So this video was requested by Tarell. Is that how we say your name? I'm sorry, if you're watching this, please let me know how to say it the correct way down below. She requested this though on my favorite contemporary books video, and we are going to be talking about favorite contemporary YA books. And in all actuality, this is probably my favorite genre. This is kind of the genre I also write. When I put write, I mean just start ideas and never finish them. To be honest, this is the one thing I am most jealous of the secular market for compared to Christian fiction, is they have so much contemporary YA, and I was struggling to come up with stuff, y'all. Contemporary, like not written in 2000, like too contemporary. I'm talking like contemporary with cell phones and email, and MySpace is not mentioned because we have plenty of those. I don't want those. I think that's maybe the thing I relate the most to is contemporary YA, and that is why I have attempted to write different plots and such. It is a question I get asked very often. Are you a writer? Technically no, but I have ideas, so maybe one day I'll be a writer. So, maybe. But anywho, let's get started, and we're going to do this in alphabetical, and a good chunk of these y'all probably already know of, so I apologize, but I also have tried to throw in maybe a few other ones you haven't heard or I haven't talked about too much. Let's get started. So first off, let's talk about a contemporary set in Hawaii. That is Port Swing Girl by Taylor Bennett. This one was so good, y'all. I got to talk about this in my mid-year book freakout, which I'll link up there. And I was very much surprised by how much I enjoyed it. But again, I do love a good contemporary, and this was a great contemporary. The first person writing style was just absolutely phenomenal. And I plan to reread this one for if I ever do actually write my contemporary thought ideas, because this was so well done that I'm like, okay, we need to do this kind of first person kind of thing. Also written in first person, we have the London Confidential series by Sandra Byrd. They are all very short, so I do hope to read and review these before the end of the year is up. I read them many years ago and I enjoyed them, as I do have family in the UK, and honestly they're short, so they can work good for my reading challenge that I'm very much behind on. I don't know about any of y'all, but when I was just a new teenager and coming up to becoming a teenager, like 12, 13-ish, I really loved a lot of the teen drama ebooks, and I think that's because maybe it's because I didn't have any teen drama in my life because I wasn't a teen yet, maybe? I'm not sure why I really enjoyed those books. But I recently went through and reread 3 series that have a lot of teen drama and angst in them if you like that kind of thing. And let me give you the names. The Samantha McGregor series by Mellie Carlson, the On the Runway series by Mellie Carlson, and the Carter House Girls by Mellie Carlson. So I actually just went and grabbed the first ones I saw from these series because I cannot find book 1. It's on this bookshelf somewhere, but I don't remember the color. So yay. So honestly, I would suggest the Carter House Girls before On the Runway, but elsewise they aren't really connected. These mention the characters, so that's why it's fun to re-see these characters in the On the Runway series. So did that make sense? I don't know if that made sense. I feel like Mellie Carlson's books are the best for those who either are okay with more teen drama and issues compared to, I guess, a little more cleaner stuff. I think they'd be good if you have read like secular books before and are trying to branch into the Christian fiction market. I feel like these 3 series of Mellie Carlson's really do that well. And then one series I know y'all knew was coming. Y'all had to know it was coming. Roadside Assistance by Amy Clifton. This is a trilogy. It's not everyone's favorite, which was shocking to me to find out. But this series has very special memories for me, and I do hope, again, to reread them. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but I do want to reread them. So this series each has a different girl it follows, but this first book in Roadside Assistance is following Emily. She's the cousin of book 2's girl, and then a friend of book 3 girl. And it's just, they go through different issues. There's some boy drama, you know, the fun contemporary YA-nish that makes up the genre. I do also want to give an honorable mention to the Christy Miller series by Robin Jones Gunn. Mainly the first 4 volumes. I have them way up there. I can't reach them. I'm short. So I won't have them physically, but I'll put a picture of the first book here. This is again more of like the teen issue-y driven contemporary YA-ness. YA-ness? Is that a word? Probably not. Personally, I need to reread this series. I'm working on it slowly, very slowly. Very slowly. But the first 4 are definitely the most teenish, and then there's also spin-off books from other friends, and then you have Christy when she's older. So I mean, the series can last you a good while. I just haven't finished them all. I haven't read the married years or the baby years or the Katie Weldon series. I've read almost all the other main ones. And then there's other spin-off books. It's a series that can last you a long time, y'all. And then another one y'all probably saw coming is Kristen McGee's contemporary trilogy. I absolutely adore these, but especially First Date by Kristen McGee. This is the first technical one of the series. They aren't considered a series. Goodreads does not have them listed as a series. However, they are connected and you see the characters again and kind of passing, or they're friends. So you have First Date starring me and Right Where I Belong. I've talked about them in so many different videos. So if you're not really looking for the teen YA issue kind of drama, then this one. Go for these books. They are entertaining, they are fun, and they're a really good branch into the Christian contemporary YA market if you don't really want the issue-driven YA. By issue-driven, I mean like drama. Yes, that's what I mean. Okay, we have Sketchy Behavior by Erin Mangum next, and in all honesty, all of Erin Mangum's books would fit just fine for the YA market. They are clean, they are fantastic, they are wonderful, but Sketchy Behavior is really the only one that's considered YA out of all of them, though I have seen different bookstores put other Erin Mangum books with the YA, which I don't know. I put them with contemporary, typically, but no. They're in this mess. But for Sketchy Behavior, it is considered YA. I adore this book so much. Y'all have heard me talk about this book so much. And honestly, I could have like a playlist for just how many times I talk about Erin Mangum books, and then how many times I talk about Janice Dobson books. That would be like every video would be on each of those playlists. Yeah, I could do that. I should do that. So, Sketchy Behavior, you have the criminal justice aspect, you have the art aspect, and then you also have a sassy fangirl in first person, and it's great. Has anyone seen... found it. Okay, so the next book I talked about in my favorite books of 2017, and I feel like I fangirled less and talked better in that video, so I'll link it up here if y'all want to go flip through that one. But for that one, we have Dandelion Dust by Faith L. Potts. This hit me in the feels, and y'all, I don't get hit in the feels too easily, and I definitely don't cry easily, but there was suspicious liquid coming out of my eyes, so you know there was that. This one is for if you want a true contemporary YA romance that's clean, but it still is just like swoon because they're so cute together. And yes, definitely. If you want your contemporary YA romance, then it's so cute, y'all. And the next book I'm going to mention is Loving Grace by April Smith. This one is again more of like if you have come from the secular market contemporary YA side of things, try this one maybe out. This one has your love triangle, the bad boy, the boy you're not so sure about. And then you're also surrounded by watermelons and pageant girls, so you know it just has the makings of a fun YA contemporary, and that's what it was. So those are the main books that I would suggest for y'all to look into if you are interested in a contemporary Christian YA series or book. But a bonus series I want to recommend again for the more teen drama-ish is the Sweet Seasons. The Sweet Seasons series is the Sweet Season series. That is a tongue twister, and I'm honestly not quite sure how to say the author's last name. Debbie... I'm not sure. So, I apologize. I won't try just because we all know last names are not my best thing when it comes to speaking. So this series, I do remember it being a little kissy at points. But I also remember laughing a lot. And again, this is another series I want to reread. I'm just giving y'all yet another part of my rereading list for 2018 that's almost over. What is happening? I don't know. Anyway, so this is following Candace, who works at an amusement park during all the different seasons. There's 4 books, and they all have the word candy in them. And it was overall a really funny series. And I do hope to reread it again soon, albeit though it was a bit kissy at times. These are just some of the books, because I didn't even pull out all of the contemporary YA books. But this isn't enough, I'd like to say. Am I allowed to be, like, selfish and say I want more contemporary YA? Because I do. I want so much more contemporary YA, y'all. That is, I would really go out to say that's probably my favorite genre. This is really the genre I really enjoy, and as soon as I hear, oh, there's a new Christian contemporary YA book out, please tell me more, because that's not something we hear often. The focus right now is really on fantasy in the Christian YA market, and in the secular market, they have plenty of fantasy coming out, and they have plenty of contemporary coming out. So yes, I am completely jealous over that fact, because I want good, clean, contemporary YA books too, with a good Christian message. Is that so much to ask? Is it? I don't think so. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, y'all found a few books that you haven't read and are interested in, because I feel like I just mentioned, like, a lot of the same books. But again, I need more, y'all. I need more contemporary YA books. It's a true fact. So thank you all so much for watching. That's really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Lindsey from the blog Books for Christian Girls at blogspot.com, where I post a new review every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have a new video on this channel every other Thursday, and I'm on Instagram almost every other day. Bye, y'all!